Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Wednesday evening, almost 6:30, and we are back with Specialized Zwift League, fourth race in this division. On start line, we have a little bit more than 250 riders and still connecting to the race. So today's route we have used France, literally. If we translate it, it's Sweet France. This route covers the upper loop of Zwift's France map, which was created for the first ever virtual Tour de France, and it runs counterclockwise direction for route RGB. So no big climbs here. It's mostly route for sustain riders who just have to keep their calm and stay in a group. So 30 seconds before start. Also small reminder for riders who are watching also live on the background. So actual life by the Zwift hub should be 23.08 kilometers, but it shows 24.1, so pay close attention. Where's the finish? Sorry, not 23.08, but 24.08. So pay really close attention to the finish line so that you don't have any errors when going for sprints or attacking. So pay close attention to the right top side for a minimap, and also on top middle section you can see how much the length is still left for till finish line. Also, we have some stuff to sort out for future races. So as many riders know, we have category enforcement, and especially for women's category there is some problem. If Zwift doesn't have enough data for specific rider, he can participate in E-group, but if for women's, if Zwift have enough information, so it kind of sorts them in specific strength group among men's. So we are working on it. We are trying to fix it and make the groups as correct and how they should supposed to be. So what we can tell about riders today, we have a lot of riders. We can see A group is pretty big today. We have a lot of riders from Alpha to Max team, Latvian esports cycling team, and if we remember from last week, David Zieverts managed to finish in second place behind Hans Wenker from Team Netherlands, and also third position was Matthias Leeson. I don't know if Matthias is participating today, but when he was cycling last week and week before, we could see him really initiate and trying to make for the runs, but sadly no one was going with him, so he couldn't make pretty good attacks. But considering this road is really flat with no climbs, no big surprises, we could see some strong riders trying to run away pretty fast, and we already can see someone is pushing away from the group, and we can see other riders are trying to catch him up. So if we communicate some 6-7 riders, they could probably make a group and run away from Peloton, but we will see that. Also, we have Dana Rozlapa in A group, participating in A group, and as last week, I will manually take out results for women and separate them in on separate section for results in Zwift.lv. As always, feel free to follow the race in Zwift Power. You can see a live coverage. It's about 2 minutes late, but you can see where actual riders are in our road track, all the power and everything about the riders. And feel free to ask questions in chat message. Doesn't matter from which platform you are watching this live, I will see the chat message. And since we are streaming on different platforms. If you read if you write a question, I will try to read it and then answer it, so all people are on the same page here. So also on the last race, I received a question about riders from C group who were participating in first two races when he didn't have category reinforcement, and then they got were forced to race in A group. So the question was, will the points still go with them on the next group? So yes, they will, and they will affect overall result. So for those people who were forced to move on an A group, no worries there. We are saving the points, and we're saving the points on overall standing. As we can see here, the group is really stretched out. We can see the strongest riders already collaborating in about 40-50 riders in one group, and they have basically really far away from closest followers. It's 12 seconds. We can see 12 seconds. There's a small group with 4 people. Then there is another group, 10 seconds. We can see there is a bunch of groups like going 10, 7, 11 seconds, but making small groups. So as I said in previous live streams, there will always be someone in your strength group. So don't be afraid to participate in this race if you don't think you will have anyone to kind of ride together or fight for placement. There's always someone in your strength group. Really happy to see Andreas Lil also participating every week on a last race, 14th placement on stage 3, and on stage 2 actually did really good and managed to finish in 5th position, so also possibly fighting for high placement in overall ranking. And a reminder for all people watching and also for the racers and riders, so we have 8 races, 8 weeks, and for overall ranking we're taking 6 best placements in every race. So 2 stages go out, so you can either skip 2 stages or we will just take best results from all 6 best results from all the races. Also, Arturas Kazakevičius on stage 3 managed to finish in 8th place and also did a massive sprint. There was a big, huge sprint spurt on finish last week. Really interesting to watch it. Much harder to follow who was actually winning it. That's just the beauty of Zwift. Also, Arvils Wikström's participating in first time this year in a group. How he was saying he will try to make a steady ride, no high power cycling, but every cyclist always says that. It never happens. Oh, we can see Matthias Leeson also participating today. Really nice, really nice. So he's also fighting for overall standing. That's a pretty good result for him. So first race, 9th position. second race. Yeah, second race, 10th position. And last week he was on. I don't see him. Oh yeah, in third position. Big reminder for cyclists: don't change your nicknames. I know we don't have overall ranking yet published in webpage. We have only stage 1, but we are trying to make it so it's taking results automatically. So if you change your nickname, the software won't be able to like find you and associate proper results. As you can see, there's 2 sprint sections. We just passed one, the first sprint section. Next one will be at approximately 13-kilometer mark. And today actually it should go pretty much fast, because we are just 10 minutes in a race and almost 8 kilometers finished. So I assume we will see the first ones finish approximately in 25 minutes, maybe more. And also I'm seeing a lot of riders riding in teams. So I want to hear your thoughts about it. Make a comment, write in the chat on Facebook page. Just let me know what do you think about making team competition, where we take points from all the riders in a team. For example, we have 3 riders and we take 2 best points and we count them together, and there is like team fighting, not like solo riders. It could be really interesting concept. We can try it on the next races. Also, I'm thinking about just time trial or time races where you have specific time and wins the rider who makes the most, who cycles the most kilometers on the race. And obviously we're making pretty good competition in this race also. Riding in front. So average 4.1 watt per kilogram. Really good result. Like on these flat roads, everything comes to the finish. Who can push the most power out, who has saved the most energy till the end, who has sustained legs. Almost half of the race already finished. So I have a question from viewer. I was participating in a race last week, but I can't find my result in Zwift.lv. So yes, if you want your result to be in Zwift.lv after a race, you have to sync your profile with Zwift Power. It's really easy to do. You just go in Zwift Power, synchronize it with your Zwift profile. Why we need that? It's kind of anti-doping, so we can see if there's something suspicious happening with some riders, and we can check out the data. So it's kind of small protection against cheating. And we can see here there's people going on this small climb, 0.4 kilometers, with you can see on this small map. So it was 3% climb, average 3% climb. And also, yes, on the future races we are planning to give additional points for riders who win the jerseys for sprint and comms. So we'll see how that works out. A lot of changes, a lot of work. Hope I managed to finish everything and make it possible. Be really nice. We can see after this small climb, there are some riders who are trying to stretch out the peloton, maybe to make some attacks, because this is actually a really good option, a really good opportunity to do it right now. Because there will be some riders who are exhausted after this small climb. Maybe someone was struggling to hold in a group before the climb, and now the climb finished him. So as we can see, this peloton is running out pretty deep, pretty big, and there's like 15 riders already trying to catch up the group. So if you don't manage to catch up, if you don't manage to get the draft from riders who are like chasing the group, it will be really, really hard to catch up on a group, because group are going on steady speed. We can see 50 kilometers per hour, and a group always moves faster than a single rider. Okay, we can see someone is attacking. They're trying to get away from a group. Really interesting. Or they just wanted to... Okay, they just wanted to get the jersey. Okay. My mistake. It was actually looking pretty promising. If they would continue, I think they could actually manage to get away from a group. They're not doing it. Probably not being so strong against a group, because you need really strong legs to hold the group behind you. As I said, really short road today, with basically no difficulties for most of the riders, and we are closing to the finish line really fast. So already 14 kilometers, just 7 left. And despite Arvel Spikström was saying he won't push out unnecessary power, he will just take a cruise ride. He's still in the first group, and he will probably be the one who will fight for a podium. He's also strong, and most importantly, really smart sprinter for a finish. And like I said, it may be different finish line for today. So the riders who are listening to me live, pay attention how much kilometers is left, and pay attention to top right corner for minimap, so you can see where's actual finish line. So will we see some girls today? Yes, we will. I will try to find them in a list since they're cycling each in different categories. I assume Dana Rozlapa is one of frontliners. And I don't know why World's Paulos keeps popping up that he's joining Zwift and disconnecting from Zwift. Maybe there was some technical difficulty for him. We can see Arthur Siciliatin's falling back from a group already 4 seconds. In this point, you can tell and you can say that he's lost. He won't join the fight in the end. You can see Matthias Leeson also in the first group, just cruising on the backside of peloton, probably saving power for finish line. I assume he's really confident that nobody will try to attack before finish line. And also for people wondering what's happening with his Z-Power riders who are not using proper gear for these races. Most of the cases Zwift Power filter them out really well. So don't worry about it. But if it's happening consistently all the time, we are checking them out manually. Because trust me, I'm getting not so much red flags from Zwift Power than I get from in my email and personal messages. So usually I'm up to date if there's someone who seems to be doing something illegal or hacking. .2 kilometers. Finish line should be up to 3.5 or 3.3, just 3 kilometers. So I can't exactly promise that we will have finish line on exactly the line how it should be in this road, so I don't want to assume anything. So Davis were still pretty strong in the first group. Artur Kazakevich is also in the first group. Wikströms, SARS also from LV Max team. Juris Berzinch also in the first group. I already mentioned him on last week's episode. The rider who joined us last year from nowhere and was showing a really good performance and was like surprise of the year for most of the riders, and they were like, where did he came from? What's happening? We can't beat him. Because in Baltic standing, he was pretty highlighted all the time. Oh, Matthias Lisa is going on a different race. Like he said last week, he was using this race kind of warm up. Unfortunate. 2 kilometers. I hope I don't mess up with the finish line, and we can follow the actual finish. Looks like it will be really crowded. Approximately 20 riders on a finish line. Of course, on the actual finish, there will crystallize out the strongest sprinters. Thought only old people needed that much warm-up. That's funny. Niels Reebok's also in this group. Okay, so 20-kilometer mark. Should be 1 kilometer. Whoa, what is that? Some glitch in the matrix, in Zwift matrix. I'm trying to catch the best angle for finish. Okay. Dan Roeslapa made the best result on climb section. So the finish will look kind of chaotic. In a way, I will try to switch between riders who managed to be in the first position, so it will look a little bit like stroboscope, but I will try to do my best to not like complicate it too much. So pay attention to top right corner on the minimap. We should soon see the finish line. It should be blue line if everything is okay. Finish should be on 800 meters. I really hope so. So as much as it's frustrating for riders not seeing an actual finish line or actual finish line being in a place where it should supposed to be, it's also frustrating for me. So we are in the same boat here. So 1 second gap, he's trying to go for it. So the finish line should be here by the data from Zwift Hub, but it's not. So at this point, I'm also really confused what's happening, and only the riders now can see the exact finish line. So how the process works from my side, I just write exact road data from Zwift Hub, as they suggest use that information from Zwift Hub, and they should supposedly work it out. But as you can see, in real life, it doesn't happen like that. And I can already feel most of the riders are not satisfied with it. And I'm really sorry I messed up with kilometers, because I'm looking on Zwift Power. So we have 3 kilometers. Sometimes it happens. So yeah, too early finish. But again, we can see 1 second lead for now. Doesn't look like it will be for long. So yeah, sorry, 24.08. That should be exact finish. My mistake. mistakes happen. And is it only me, or it looks like there's a lot of problem with connection today for Zwift? So yeah, now we can see on the top right, we can see already the card, and I really hope it's on exact point as it should be, and we can already see the riders preparing for going for a finish. Already preparing. Gara, Wex, right, going in front. So we'll see another rider, Ottiger, on a late sprint. If there is another one trying to pass. Verga still fighting for it. Last corner. Oh, whoa! Rider from Estonia just finished. Took it on the last corner. Whoa! That was actually really beautiful. What's happening here? That was actually a pretty beautiful finish. I sad we don't have a replay section here, so we could actually see what was happening there. And I'm really hoping it wasn't just a glitch in the matrix, and it actually happened, because he was moving in so fast, like from out of nowhere. And I'm like really suspicious that I think Arvel's Wikström's also was in the first top 5 in end. Like I said, he's a really smart sprinter in Zwift, and yeah, it looked really amazing. Real fast, check what's happening in Swiss Power, what they're showing those data for now. So after, like, I have to wait for 2 minutes to see actual finish. Before that, I will try to check what's happening with the girls. You can see also fighting for finish for 30-ish places. And with riders, you can see some riders from C group also in this finish line. Some from girls. Dana Rozlapa is the first one. You can see she's going on a finish. Really happy that I managed to catch girls. She has she has all 3 shirts. She has 2 sprints, 1 climb shirt. First race for Dana this year. She had to participate in A group, and like I said, I will filter out all the results. Also, we can see right now Spons going for finish, passing Dana. Also a strong rider from Latvia. And I'm really hoping the finish line was in same position that it should supposed to be. So let's see what do we have here. So Daniel Orlapa first from girls. Then we have fight between Diana Spiridoska and Piera Uzana, as it's supposed to be, as we can see on last 2 weeks. Let's try to find and see what's happening there. So Diana Spiridoska, 22.6 kilometers until finish. And I'm already receiving first results. So yes, Andres Lil from Estonia managed to snatch the first position, the first place, the highest step on a podium. Oh, it was so wonderful. I'm really, really sad that we don't have these replay sections where we could watch the finish from all angles and like actually spectate it how it was, because it looks really chaotic when I try to do it. Second position, Stefan Voigtende. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Third position, Werner Beck, who won last week's race. And like I said, I saw Arbus Wikström's joining the fight for finish, and he managed to finish in fourth position, only 300ths of a second slower than third position. Sorry, first position. Sorry, first position. So really close finish, really close finish. Martin Schilgensons also managed to make him top 6. So 6th position for him. And Marcel Ottiger, do you remember he was fighting for first position really early, and that was his mistake that he started the sprint really early, so he couldn't save up some power. So he finished 5th. And Arturs Kazakevicius 7th place. Martin Sarson 8th place. Juris Berzenc 9th, and 10th position Narimantas Satkus. Really good. Then first 10 placements. Really a lot of riders from a lot of countries. Really happy to see that. So the Diana Spiridowska is now going on a finish line. And we can see Ia Vuzana is really, really close to her, just 2 seconds. So we can see top 3 for girls too. So Dana Rozlapa first place, Diana Spiridowska second, and Ia Vuzana in third position. So like I said, we were working out on categories, and we will try to fix it on the next event. To manage out everything for women's C and E group. To sort everything out with category enforcement and to make it pretty, to say so. We are now in conversation with Zwift. Let's see how it goes. I'm really hoping you enjoyed this live stream. Join us next week, same time, same place. That's it for today. Really interesting race. Today's race will definitely make some changes in overall ranking, and I'm promising I will try to fix the overall ranking so it's actually visible in whole data level for next week. But like I said, I will try. I don't promise it, but definitely on a last stage you will have it, you will see it. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you next week.